This is just a quick walk through for everyone at home so you can see what we've got in a little bit more detail. We've been very busy. We've only been here just over 5 weeks and we've had a lot to do and a lot of decisions to be made. But this is the Ford F-150. We picked it up in Houston. They were really good to us at Tommy Vaughan Ford. Hitchmaster hooked me up with some sidebars, some mats and some seat covers so we didn't ruin it, because we know that we're going to be living out of this. We put our 2 suitcases in the back, and that's spillover for if we ever need to go anywhere quickly. We've got some nice travel bags. Got my battery, Kickstarter and my Viair compressor to keep all my tyres in good condition. Also in the front of the car I have my reversing camera for the travel trailer and my tyre pressure monitoring system, because a tyre blowout on the van can be quite damaging. Hitchmaster set us up with a really cool system. This all folds back. It's got 2 side stays to help hold that up. It's got a bed liner in it. They've got LED lights. You can buy these that they retract, and they've got big huge toolbox built in there. They're about $2,500 and they're absolutely beautiful, but we are sort of on a bit of a budget. Come down the van, we'll show you quickly the van. This is our 219 22 RBS Cougar travel trailer. It's a 20th anniversary model, so it had a few nice inclusions on it, come as standard. So we have a massive pass-through here. The things that I use on a daily basis for the RV are all in here. We've got plenty of room for when we eventually work out what sort of battery system we want, because we do want some solar, because we want to be part, not in parts. We got our map up the other day, which we're really stoked with, and we've got Texas on there because we've been in Texas for the entire time. Leanne's rules are you must sleep in the state to warrant a sticker. So it's got tinted windows, it has an awning, has outdoor speakers, 2 axles, it's all pretty standard. So I'll take you inside and show you what we've done and how it looks. Welcome to our new home. At the entrance we have a closet with plenty of room for our coats and our boot locker down there where we keep our boots. We put a couple of command hooks here to keep our keys, and we found on a ship chandlery website these real neato little iPad holders, but we put them up there and we keep our essential documentation there now. So I'll just move around. This is the ensuite. More than enough room for the 2 of us. So there's a nice shower. I put in a shampoo and a body wash dispenser, and I poured in it's sort of like a power shower. It aerates the water, which gives you a bit of a better shower experience, and also it helps us save water. So we have plenty of storage for everything that we need, as you would in a normal bathroom. So this is the main living area of the trailer. We have a bit of a better fridge here. It's an 8 cubic foot, they're usually 6, so there's more than enough room for all our groceries and vegetables. We've done a bit of a decent job in tidying everything up. Lee will come round and we'll just show you what we've done. We've just used little storage boxes from Home Depot, and it keeps everything tidy and stops everything lurching around as we travel down the road. We have a microwave, we have a bit of a bigger oven than what you usually get, and a 3-burner hob. There's only 2 of us here, which is really cool. We have a entertainment system here that works in conjunction with the TV, so we can Bluetooth to that and we can listen to whatever we want. We have 2 recliners, which at the end of a day traveling and setting up, it's nice. We don't have a dinette, so we just eat off little computer tables here, and we can listen to the radio. We've got beautiful breezes coming through these lovely windows, and it's absolutely comfortable as all get go. Moving down here, this travel trailer has a king size bed. The mattress is a little bit squishy, but we'll replace that. But very comfortable. We both have his and her side. Lee has the water pump and associated plumbing systems in there, so that Lee loses her a bit of room. But I've got plenty of pass-through room here. I put cargo net up there so we can get a little bit of our very light, soft clothes and tracky pants up there. And again, we utilize these little storage containers for knickers, socks and bits and bobs. I have a cupboard here with just my essentials. Underneath here is plenty of storage. We've managed to hide all our cases. It's got 2 big gas struts that makes it nice and easy. Lee's window coat, a bit of foam that we cut off the foam topper, camera bags, and our other 2 suitcases are in there. So if we have to park and we want to go and join our friends in South America, we can do this. It's great. It takes everything we need. Heat registers on the floor because we have a furnace to keep us warm. We have an air conditioning unit. We have a vent up above. We're going to change that out, put a cover on it and make it a Gucci one, so a lot more comfortable. We put some mats on the floor because it has been cold, and we bought a little heater to warm the van up, and I have my charging station here. Lee's is over on her side, so we have that little bit of separation which keeps everyone happy. We have a stonking big TV. We've used it once until we had to watch a DVD on how to set up our weight distribution and anti-sway device. But that's about it. It just sits there. We might start streaming YouTube to it, but we're happy at the end of the day with our radio and our iPads and keeping in touch with you people. Kitchen bench space in travel trailers. It's only 22 feet. Livable space. It's about 25 feet from the bumper to the tow hitch at the front, but we have plenty of countertops. We have a double stainless steel sink, which is a bit posh. The other good thing we like is we have the so you can clean your pots and pans. It dribbles out and then you can hit the button and it comes out spray, and we think that's very posh. We can stand here and do our computer work, so it's a bit of a stand-up desk. So if you get tired of sitting in the Thomas Paine collection recliners, you can come here. So all in all, for 2 people, with the division of your space, my space, our space, just learning to exist in a small box, it's very comfortable. We're very happy with it. Okay, we're back outside. This trailer came with a ladder. They're an option on most. Obviously you can get on the roof, do maintenance. There's lots of hatches in there. There's the air conditioner, there's 2 vents, there's the fridge ventilation system. This one comes with a rear, what would you call it, bike rack storage. We haven't used it yet. We're thinking whether or not we're going to keep it if we buy push bikes. Leaves them out in the weather, but we're thinking of modifying this, put some really light checker plate on that, and we can fold this leg down and we can use this as a barbecue table. It takes 230 pounds, so that's our barbecue table on the move. I can use it for just hanging out, put bikes on it, put firewood on it. that's fine. The reason the bumper's so big is because in America they don't have the Thetford cassette toilets like you're probably used to in Australia. We have this huge sewerage pipe, which looks like it's a pain, but it really isn't. It's no more difficult than dealing with a Thetford. At the end of the day, you're dealing with human waste. You just got to be clean and tidy. It plugs into the combined drain underneath the trailer. You have a grey valve. The grey valve is for all your kitchen and your bathroom waste, all your sink waste. Close that, open your black tank. That's where all the poo and wee, or if you're American, the solid matter comes from. But that's basically the poo pipe. Goes into the sewerage. Keep it clean, wear gloves, it's no problems. Pedestal for electric power. We only have a 30 amp coach. Comes out of there, plugs into pedestal through the breaker box to make sure that we're getting safe power. We have our water through our filter, and we have a pressure reducing valve on here because some of them apparently are really high pressure, and the PEX fittings in there are only rated about 40 psi. You start doing that, you're going to end up with leaks, and the way these are put together is not the best. That's about it. We have a slide which comes out that far. I don't know how far that is, about 4 feet, but that gives us that open feel inside the van. Our water goes through up the front to our water management system. Watch your feet, Lee. Have to apologise for the we're right on the freeway, so it gets a little noisy, but that's okay. Water hose, potable water into the city connection, and if we are running off the 39 gallon internal tank, it'd be switched there. We have an outdoor shower, hot and cold water, if you want to stand out and have a shower. And this is the black tank flush, so I get another hose, put it on there. I got to work out which way the valve goes, and then we just flush out the solid matter from the tank and keep everything nice and tidy. That's the other side of the pass through, and that's just for me to dither around and keep tidy. That's it. We have one little battery at the front. We're going to upgrade that, but as yet we're not really sure what we're going to do. I think we're going to have two batteries. We'll either go for glass mat batteries. That's a truck, it's not a sports car. And or we'll have some nice lithium batteries in there, a little bit of solar power. We should be able to camp unsupported probably a week or more, which will be lovely. We can get away from the park life. So that's the rig, that's the van, that's the Ford, and we're in Hill Country, Texas. Good afternoon. This is a timeline of what we've achieved in the 38 days since we arrived in America. It's the 18th of February, it's President's Day, it's a Monday, so I thought it's sort of like a bank holiday. We arrived in Houston on Saturday the 12th of January and moved into the Heights area. We had a lovely apartment there for 2 weeks. On Sunday we went to the Galleria and we purchased 2 brand new iPhones. Just made it easier for contacting everyone in America. We went round the car yards that week, and also the caravan sales yards. Also, we got our bank accounts. We applied for a credit card. We went up to our mail forwarding people just north of Houston, and the notary was there, so we got our domicile. On the 21st of January, which was a Monday, we put a deposit down on the Ford F-150, and the following day, which was Tuesday 22, obviously, we went in and we said okay to pick up the 22 RBS. I think we came home that night and applied for insurance through Geico, who were they basically said no. So we went with Progressive, and they were really helpful. The young man helped us out. We handed back our car and our apartment early, which put some more money into our bank account, which was a good thing for us. The 24th of January, we picked up the truck, and on the 28th of January, we picked up the trailer. So it was my first tow, and we moved outside of Holiday World of Katie's sales yard. They had a little area where has the pedestal like I showed you, and you can hook up, really go through the trailer, and if you find any defects, they'll send their maintenance guys over and they'll sort you out, which they did. They were really good. We ended up going shooting with the guy that sold us the truck, went out for beers. They were good people. There's that highway. We then moved up to a town called Livingston, which was about 2 hours north of Houston. That's where the SKP's RV club is. We parked there, got set up, met some wonderful, very helpful people, and we spent 4 nights in our first RV park, getting used to the van. From there, which was about the 1st of February, we then moved and we stayed for a few nights at Austin. We then moved to Fredericksburg, which was a German settled area that had the National War in the Pacific Museum. That was a lovely camp, and again we met some wonderful people, sat out around the campfire, and people in the South, very polite, very helpful, but not interfering. They're doing it in a very respectful way. We then went to San Antonio. We had 4 nights there, but we didn't go out much. It was overcast and cold, and we're just tired. As you can see, we've achieved an awful lot in just 38 days. We're in just outside of a town called Concan, near Garner State Park. It's very dry, it's very rural. We're here for 3 nights, so this is our 2nd night, and we leave tomorrow, and then I think we're heading further west, and I think we're heading down to Big Bend National Park. Lee's given me crib notes there, and that's going to be very exciting. That's basically it. Remember, all of 2018 was spent watching YouTube videos and working out whether or not this was entirely possible, and we've proved that it has been, but it's not been without some cost to us personally. 40 odd years in the workforce and saying goodbye to everyone was very difficult on that last Thursday. Leaving your support, leaving your home, and it's basically Leanne and I in that little box. So there's a transition to being with each other for 365 days, and lots of challenges. Everything is new. Where do we go for suspension parts? Where do I go for batteries? There's so much choice here.